dive into our next deck for the day, huh? This is another viewer brew here that we're going to kick the tires on for the next little bit here. We've got some Taric Heimer, which is not a combination that you see super often, but there is a bit of synergy between these champions. So Heimerdinger says, whenever you cast a spell, create a fleeting turret in hand with equal cost. It costs 0 this round, and the turrets scale in attack, and they gain different keywords based on the total cost of the turret that you are playing out, with the biggest turret at 8+ cost being an 8/8. Now, Taric says when he supports, which means when he attacks with the unit directly to his right, he recasts any spell that was cast on only him this round on that unit to his right. So Taric lets you double up spells. So if you have Taric and Heimer out at the same time, it lets us double up on the number of turrets that we're generating with those spells, which is nice. So Taric's been a champion that's been kind of a tough one to fit into a lot of decks. One of Taric's problems is that because he is a support champion, he's largely only good when you're attacking, but you have to not only be attacking, you need to be attacking, you have to have a unit for him to support, and you need to have something to target him with. So this deck it's an interesting balance because we have 20 units here, so hopefully that's enough to support things with him. Things like Gift Giver, Mountain Goat, and Spring Guardian kind of serve double duty because they give us cards that can target Taric, and they provide units that allow us to support onto. There's a lot of tension in this deck. So someone in chat asking about star shaping. So like talking about meeting the requirements that this deck has to play, while something like star shaping is decent with Taric and decent with Heimer, you also have to have enough cheap interaction to not die to aggressive decks, and you need to have enough units that you can actually support onto them. So it's tough to fit expensive slow cards like that into the deck. And another important thing to note about Star Shaping is that while Star Shaping feels good once you've stabilized against aggro, Star Shaping is not a card that actually helps you stabilize. So Star Shaping is a card that's fine in the mid to late game once you're ready to actually turn the corner, but it doesn't actually help you turn the corner. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how it feels. Heimer plus Celestials wins in my experience. So here's the thing though. If I have Heimer out and I also need Celestials, Heimer should win the game on his own, or Celestial should win the game on its own. So I don't feel like you need both of those effects at the same time, right? If I need both of those, one of them's not good enough. Either of those should be good enough on their own. Misfortune Gangplank. We'll keep the Mystic Shot against the aggro deck. Priestess can fetch us up some more removal here, which is good. Our 1-drop here as well now. It's a pretty good curve.
Remember my words.
Fire off Mystic Shot here, I think. Just keep my life total high. I would like to applaud the person with the username Unhelpful Yoda in chat for living up to their username, because I've now timed them out twice in the past half hour for commenting things in chat that are really lazy and unhelpful. So, shout outs to them for staying in character.
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat.
I think we just passed here. No reason to attack into a 2-2.
Make the Empire proud. Gotta go with the flow.
So now the question is, do I want this Improbolator here to get more value out of it? I don't have any other 3s in my hand. Yeah, I think it's just Tri-Beam here. Just again, keeping my life total high. Do we know when spoilers start? We do not. One place, well, Riot's done a really good job with communicating in a lot of different areas. One place I'd really like to see their communication improved is what set releases look like. They definitely haven't sent that up front to us as consistently as I would like to see. I imagine it's got to be soon, though. I expect the next set's coming in the next 2 weeks or so.
Doesn't scare me. Run while you can.
Yeah, should be the middle of this month for the next card drop.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
It's actually not a terrible draw. Let's us kill a Gangplank if they drop it this turn.
Keep up, keep up.
They have communicated that a rotation is definitely something that's going to happen, but they've not communicated how or when. My personal speculation is that we won't see a rotation happen until probably 2022, after we have all the regions in the game. I don't think it really makes sense for them to rotate before they have all 10 regions added to the client. So, for people that haven't been keeping up with Runeterra's intended release cycle, we can expect to see two more regions added to the client next year. The first big card drop of 2021 will add a region, and then the summer card drop of 2021 will also add a region.
Let's get to it.
This is not the way.
Captain Doom, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Our 1/2s coming in clutch here as blockers. Wow, them spending their Noxian fervor, yeah, to not hit our face is a big win for us. Agreed.
Aren't any gods here? Just me.
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron.
They have not confirmed what the last 2 regions will be in the game, no.
No one's the
Something that I think is worth noting here is that, like, our deck is feeling competitive this game without drawing Heimer and without drawing Taric. So it feels like, at a minimum, we've got, like, a cohesive game plan in our deck, which is nice to see.
I'll make corpses of them all.
These, some dredgers have good synergy with our cheap gem producers as well, which is nice. So they could technically hit us for 4 here, this trigger for 2, and this for 2 elusive. Leaves us at a virtual 11 with the guiding touch here, so could still die to Captain Pharaon, but outside of that, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Now, I don't think 3 Get Excited's unreasonable. I almost went to 3 myself. Having a card that kills Ezreal, Draven, Elise, and Kalista is pretty important. And I have gem producers and the thing that produces Star Spring to, like, be reasonable things to have fodder to discard, so...
Let's do this.
Yeah, that. Heimer is just good with spells. Is a good summary.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
My bounty, my rules. Leaping into action.
Pretty solid attack here, and we have Get Excited to finish Jack if he blocks anything.
Came a long way for a bullet. Ready.
Could also just finish their dome with the Get Excited. Red Dog Manu, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Give him the clap. I mean, like, I'm playing Mystic Shot to press a pick, so, like, Mystic Shot would have been lethal there as well. Mystic Shot, I almost went all in on Get Excited versus the Mystic Shots, but Mystic Shot's very good against the Mistwraith deck, so I think playing some of those makes a lot of sense. And like I said, there's this tough tension in this archetype between having enough spells, but also having enough units to, like, play to the board and have things to support with Taric. Huh? Is it crazy to mulligan Taric here? Like, we're attacking on odds. And I want to keep these to play with Tri-Beam. And I would like a cheaper card to play before them. I think I'm mulliganing Taric here. That's pretty good. Charging the laser, chat. Really glad I kept my 3s, fam. Really, really glad we kept the 3s.
Need a hand with a star?
And then next turn, I get to go Sump Dredger Tri-Beam.
River shape the land and give life.
You know what? I actually don't really want to attack this into a +2/+2, right? Do you think I just pass? That's a good pickup too. We call it Tri-Beam because you draw all 3 of them. They're glued together.
And go.
How do you feel about just clapping this here? I think I like it. I think this is likely to be better than Bastion. I'm also pretty likely to just discard this to some Dredger as well. This card snowballs hard.
A gift from the river folk. Waters are still.
Huh? So now we just do this, right? That was a good sequence for us here for sure.
It is me. Please, calm yourselves.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
I would like to start blasting, please.
To live.
Kill your 4-drop, make a 4/4. Like, good beats. Good solid beats. I think I'm passing, right? I could gem something and attack for 5, but I think I'd rather not. If they don't open attacks, I will gem this.
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron.
Don't worry. I am here.
I spoke your name, but never expected you to appear. Save your words. We speak with blades.
We speak with blades.
On guard.
Tri-Beam needs to cost 3 mana. This card would be too good at 3 mana. It would be self-enabling too, which would be a big deal. Okay, so we get excited discarding Sump Dredger, targeting her, and then we Tri-Beam afterwards, I think is the play. These are up to 5. Give me something that can attack into a Screeching Dragon. Well, I mean, that's technically a card that can attack into a Screeching Dragon. That is technically request granted. Well done, RNG. I appreciate you. I need to be more specific with my requests, chat. It did. It drew us a card. Like, I'm not complaining. It just, like, wasn't the way in which I was expecting to be able to attack into the dragon. That's really good, because now this gets bigger.
I find them unworthy.
I mean, we're not the weakest link, Twin Suns. You can't deny me. It's a real shame we don't have a Mystic Shot here. Am I killing the dragon or am I killing Shen? I think I'm killing the dragon. Yeah, I think dragon's a scarier card. I think this trade is good. Could go either way.
As it had to be.
I am one with the land.
This is a good draw. Neither of my champions are very good here, right? Sister is lethal with elusives? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, do we go for the Hearthstone lethal with Golden Sister, or do we try and re-roll a better invoke with the Traveler? I kind of feel like I'm into the re-roll. They've only used one single combat and one strike. I think I want to reroll. I could go either. I don't think it's wrong to necessarily go for Hearthstone lethal here.
Nature blesses her followers.
It was my heart that led me here.
Intruders! Nature blesses her followers.
Back heretic.
Nature blesses her followers.
This card needs another voice line, chat. This card needs another voice line. Survey says... I'm gonna gem this before I attack. No, that doesn't make sense, right? Because if they sharp sight, it's gonna be an 11-11. Alright, and we needed this, right? Otherwise the concerted strike would have killed this if we didn't have the Bastion. Close game. Close game. No, because it's still the same instant Precipice, so the first strike would kill it, it would stay in place, and then the second strike would kill it again. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I'm pretty sure Tryndamere has come up with that before on stream. Yeah, because cards, it's not like Magic, right? It's not like it goes to the graveyard, comes back, and is a new instance of the card. I'm like 99% sure Concerted Strike would have killed that there without the Bastion. Samhu, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Draven Fizz, you have my attention, opponent. Improbolator in the opener sounds great. Gift Giver early to block sounds good. This to enable this sounds good. Gonna mulligan the Cascade, looking for more effects for this, I think.
These jewels are
More than mere trinkets. Just Sage, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to everybody hanging out this morning, by the way. Great to see 350 people in here for some Runeterra this morning. If you're like Just Sage and new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I stream full-time here on Twitch. About half of the content that I make is Runeterra. Play a lot of Runeterra constructed here. Usually play 2 or 3 different Runeterra decks every single day of the week. I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure the River Shaper drawing a card when the thing has died army, I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I thought there was a note from a Riot person somewhere that that was not intentional. The Oracle, welcome to the channel. We're gonna grab the Meteor Shower here, huh?
sunlight guide you, my brethren.
It's Draven time.
What does FTR Ledros mean? That means feel the rush, Ledros. How do we feel about gem this, smack this, meteor shower, kill both of these next turn?
They say these were from the Protector himself. Be brave. Be brave.
I've really enjoyed Pokemon VGC we've been poking into on Stream Knacker on the Switch. You've no idea what that is, half quarter. So, not going to try and kill Fizz here, but we'll definitely try and kill both of these. Sure. I have no idea what that is, Twin Sons.
This is gonna be fun.
Yes, trying to kill Fizz is almost always a punt.
Those we care for reflect our love.
You're supposed to Taric there. They also just have this spinning axe heads up, which is real scary. Like we literally know they can protect it from free. By Breath of the Wild clone, do you mean it's simply an open world RPG? I like open world RPGs. Nah, I think Nuzlocks are silly.
Hey, Zap. Need a hand?
That's not something that sounds very particularly appealing to me. I'm going to touch myself twice here and then beam the Wave Rider. Why are they silly? Because I don't find that type of thing enjoyable. I don't find arbitrarily limiting yourself in various games like that. I'd rather play the game as intended, as designed, rather than putting artificial restraints on myself while playing it. If you have to make up a bunch of your own restrictions, I don't think the game sounds very interesting. You want to 3-drop into Tri-Beam here and just try and push lethal? This Fizz is probably gonna kill us here, huh? Our lack of elusive blockers is real rough here. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it's a pretty big indictment of, like, what Magic is, that, like, Wizards can't manage formats reasonably on their own, and, like, it's up to the community to make their game playable. Just draw Hush, yeah.
Hey there. Don't mind the knife.
I mean, this technically means we're not dead on board, right? So I can draw a Mystic Shot or another Get Excited here. The screen getting foggy. The screen does not appear to be foggy on my end. Whoa! Whoa, there's a Heimerdinger in our deck, chat. We're just like 30 minutes into this set and haven't seen this card yet. When I'm mulligan these, looking for some 3-drops to pair a Tri-Beam. This deck has champions in it, yeah. So far, we've drawn Taric, and Taric's done Taric things, and every time we've drawn him, he's been bad. And we've not drawn Heimer yet.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
So far, every time we've had Taric, there have been better things to do with our mana. We've never had mana to play Taric and felt like Taric was the ideal life.
These springs are for healing, not swimming.
For silver I talk, for gold I listen.
What's going on, Dark? Yeah, I stream full time here. I've been doing Runeterra stuff every morning for like better part of the last 6 months now. Game's great. Yeah, and like even here, right? Like I guess I play Taric and like we copy a gem with him, I suppose.
I am truly honored, Protector.
You honor me with every blessing you give.
To heal and protect. These gems grant a wearer harmony.
Sharp, unyielding.
I understand.
Yeah, he just requires so many moving parts to utilize effectively. You have to be attacking, you have to have a unit to support, you have to have a spell to pair on top of that. So yeah, Draven Fizz deck is neat. Axes being free spells to protect Fizz seems really good. Our deck that we're playing right now specifically seems extra bad against elusive stuff. Do not have a lot of anti-cards that counter those.
And the stars will fill you with their light.
But if my eyes are closed, won't I miss it?
I can't just beam this. Oh, we have two beams. I should clarify, I suppose. It's a shame they healed with this. I think I'm just playing Heimer and letting them do their thing this turn, and then next turn we can start playing out spells and triggering some turrets with Heimer. The problem is that, like, with Starspring and Soraka, we don't even really want to be attacking in here.
Round them up.
Yeah, there is a Heimer Vi deck that has seen some play.
Progress waits for no one.
Live with purpose.
That turn could have gone better for us. I think we're supposed to start here. I mean, even invoking Obliterate cards doesn't tend to be a guaranteed solution because they have Bastion in their deck too. Trying to interact with the Raka Kench deck is very difficult.
Close your eyes, and the stars will fill you with their light.
But if my eyes are closed, won't I miss it?
Yeah, invoking is also very tempo negative. It's very expensive. It's like 9 mana removal, basically. And remember, while all this is happening, this Star Spring is also bearing down on top of us, threatening to win the game. So, like, I'm caught in a two-pronged position, right? I can't interact with them, and while I'm struggling to slowly interact with them, I'm also losing the game to Star Spring. I am not able to play in the seasonal qualifier, so I have something else going on. So good luck to everybody that is playing in that this weekend. Huh? Can I keep all of these? I kind of think I'm gonna just keep this whole hand. Like, both of these are good cheap bodies early. I have the gem to filter with this, and then Priestess can get me some top end later. Nah, I think the Dredger is good with the Gift Giver here.
Let's get it, crew. These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
More than mere trinkets.
This is not the way.
Yeah, so far my experience of Taric continuing to be mediocre is in line with this deck Precipic. And one of the things that would be nice is if we cut Taric, we could like get rid of things like Pale Cascade in order to play more interaction, which would be really nice.
A drop of kindness creates many ripples.
Yeah, we're playing 3 Bastions. There's a full deck list on your screen as always.
You spurn my gift?
Heimer Vi is a known thing already, though. So, what's the... I'm aware that Heimer Vi is an established deck. Yeah, you can type !deck in chat to get a link to my deck list on mobile. Hey, Precipic, are you still here? Can you put a bug in the Mobalytics people ear that it would be great if their deck list extension worked on mobile, like the Magic deck extensions work on mobile? The fact that it doesn't really surprises me. I have no idea how hard that is to implement, but like they already have a Twitch extension, so I can't imagine it's that much. You could link them Cardboard Live and Deckmaster as examples of things that do it for Magic.
For the glory of Nexus.
I have my orders.
Ready, aim.
Taking 5 here. 5's a big hit. Three in the middle, 4, 5 here. I think we're just ditching a gem to draw a card here. Yeah, once we get to single digits, there's a good chance we just get burned out. Goat's not a terrible draw. Goat plus Pale Cascade plus these Get Exciteds could mean we could burn them out.
No one's the wiser.
Fatsima, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month. So this means that they're dead to both of these decks' turn. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. As we continue to never draw Taric and win games anyways. Not drawing Taric is this. Yeah, so far we've just been like what this deck has felt like to me so far is that like just being a Targan PNZ like interactive mid-range deck is like actually quite good. Our champions feel kind of unnecessary to what we're doing, or like they don't line up well into it. Like Vi, speaking of Vi, like Vi is a more aggressively slanted champion. Even Heimer feels a little bit out of place here. Alright, I'm gonna keep Taric this game because I want to actually play games with our champion, so we can, like, develop a better feel. Yeah, but, like, that takes... So, like, Taric can be good once you have turrets on board. Heimer should be good on his own. Heimer shouldn't need an additional card to make him good, right? I don't think Taric's issues have to do with him being too slow. Taric's issues are twofold. The first part of Taric's issues is that he's only good when you're attacking. The second part of Taric's issues is that even when he's good while you're attacking, you also have to have a bunch of other things happen. He has to be attacking, you have to have another unit, and you have to have something to pump him with. Leona Vi, sure. All of these various gem cards alongside the cards that let you draw a discard have been good too. And like get excited. Alright, so these are resource efficient. This means they don't attack with these this turn, so I think I play Spring Guardian to save ourselves some points of damage here. This also gets Improbolator charging up, which is nice. I think I'm going to start the turn by attacking. And again, like, there's not even really a point in me playing Taric here, because I can't also play a spell to pair with him. And if I play the Taric, there's a chance they play a bigger thing out that I then won't be able to attack into.
Not a meddler.
We're going to block this plus Flash Freeze me. Deal. Troll Chant. It's less exciting.
Stars.
Do and go. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. I think it's just Meteor Shower here. If we're a true professional, they'll play Teemo next turn and we'll get to kill that.
These eyes see all.
This is not the way.
Isn't MF strong and only good when she's attacking as well? Misfortune costs 3 mana, and Misfortune doesn't have to attack. So, Misfortune has other things that can attack to trigger her. Misfortune also can be put into overdrive with cards that are scouts. Misfortune also doesn't have to have another thing attacking alongside her, and she doesn't have to have you play another support card on top of that to play with her. So you're right, Misfortune has to have you attacking, but she still doesn't have the same limitations that Taric does as a card. Taric requires so many moving parts.
Don't worry, I am here.
Gunpowder, welcome to the channel. Thanks for dropping in today.
Never submit.
Yeah, I think some people in chat are commenting on Lulu. I think Lulu's a better comparison to Taric. Lulu struggles for a lot of the same reasons that Taric struggles, but not quite as bad, because she at least doesn't make you need a spell, and she doesn't, Lulu doesn't make you need a spell, and she specifically doesn't, she costs less mana. That's the word I'm searching for. Yeah, Bricky's video was great. Nah, I don't even think, I think Fiora's a really bad comparison, because Fiora is a card that just is a good rate card on her own. Fiora is a card that, just being a 3/3 challenger for 3 is a good stat line, and like if Fiora just trades with something, it's fine. Yeah, she's a 3/3 challenger for 3 that has upside win the game outright. Alright, so I think I play this to get my invoke on before I do this.
It's time to shine.
All of these kind of suck. I really wanted a comment.
Daylight warms the heart and
I
lights
guess
the
we do this, maybe. It might have been right to take the other meteor shower, because like, yeah, if they make this attack, I could block. So I think we go 4 and 1, and then this deals the last 5 to kill this.
The fruits of conquest.
I don't think the issues with support cards are card pool related. I think the issues with the support cards are related to the fact that Runeterra tends to have very dynamic gameplay a lot of the time, which means that you need your cards to be flexible, and support cards just aren't flexible. They do exactly one thing and that's it.
I refuse.
I mean, we knew that was coming, right?
A machine for sports ball.
I think I'm okay attacking in with these. Either of them trade with this, and if they block with this, this one trades back on the backswing. I guess they could go block and make me kind of sad.
Meddler, not a meddler.
Yeah, honestly, like, something like that could be reasonable, okay, Smith. A little bit of a redesign of how the support mechanic works.
Another day in the field.
We're just dead, right? Elusive turrets cost 6. That's so bad.
Dimension's no system is truly error-free.
No system is truly error-free. Alert LOR! Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. It's Fortune Quinn. I'm gonna mulligan these, looking for other cheap cards to pair with the goat. Alright, we got a real curve here. And again, Gift Giver with some treasure looking real good.
Some luck for those who need it. I'll do my best.
Powerful cards like Feel the Rush that end the game are good for Runeterra. Games of Runeterra have to end eventually. Having good win conditions that are worth playing is a net positive for the game. Mr. Pop-Tart, thanks for the follow. I will say that this deck reinforces Targon as my favorite region. Just the range of what Targon cards do is real sweet. Huh? I think I'm just taking the warrior.
Bask in her radiant blessing. Love ya.
Oh, I guess this is bad. Maybe I should have played the other goat, because now they get to attack with this and I can't kill it.
You spurn my gift.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Scouts usually has some combat tricks. The +2/+2 spells likely something they have access to. Get excited is a good pickup.
I'm actually here.
See if they want to open attacks here or not. Bah.
I've got your back.
Ugh. Everything went so much worse than expected, chat.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you. This is not the way.
Huh. We're only taking 6 here. Well, only. Oh gosh, they could rally us, couldn't they? Yeah, if they rally misfortune levels too. Right on time, Improbolator. Welcome to the party. Holy crap, she died, chat.
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
Hot damn, it's the boss.
Hot damn, it's the boss. Alright, so how do we feel? Yeah, Tri-Beam for 1's gonna be good. I think I double gem this so I can block their 3-attack scouts. And then we Tri-Beam their Valor. And this also leaves me Pale Cascade castable.
Time to get rowdy.
They might just give up their scout attack here. We take those, chat. We take those. Ugh.
Here we go.
Holding on for dear life. Maybe we could still lose to like a misfortune in a rally. We're definitely much better off than we were a second ago. But yeah, Heimer's about to be real good. For sure. That's pretty good too. So I could go Gift Giver, Heimer, Gem.
A little luck for those who need it.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
The sweet smell of science.
These gems grant a wearer harmony.
Why, just 1.21 gigahexes.
1.21 gigahexes. Disoriental. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Hey, look, chat. Our champions got to do something. That's exciting. I like when our champions do things. So, would I rather just have an 8/8 and 3 cards here? I think I'd rather just have an 8/8 and 3 cards here, right? I just, like, play this before this dies.
A fine spectrum of pyrotechnics.
Protector, shield me.
All right, sure. Taric is here for emotional support. He is a support champion, chat. He is a support champion.
Star will rule the skies. I rise.
Hey, Gualgamar, thank you for the 20 months. Really appreciate you dropping off that Prime again. Welcome back. What's going on, AK? Thoughts on what this is doing? Taric. Oh, Taric. You need a redesign, Taric. I think either what the support mechanic does needs to change, or Taric probably needs a redesign, because I just don't think you could like, obviously they could push numbers around on this card to like really over-tune him, but just the design of what he's trying to do just doesn't feel powerful enough for, I don't even know if powerful is the right word. It doesn't feel consistent enough for a champion. Yeah, maybe that could be a fix, Burgundy. If they wanted to keep this design, letting him self-enable a little bit more and having him create some kind of spell when you played him. Yeah, you need to have mana floating, you need to have another unit in play, and you have to have a card to pair with him. And just all of that is too many hoops to jump through to have a card that's only good when you're attacking. It's basically what it comes down to. Sirin, thanks for the 3rd of the year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. And Bard is viable. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I don't know that Lulu is a card that I necessarily think needs a redesign. I feel like Lulu is probably a card that could be made better by the supporting cards around her being a little bit better. The fact that she only needs to be attacking is a big deal, but the fact that this needs to be attacking and do other stuff is meh. Yeah, that being said, like Taric getting deleted out of this deck aside, the rest of what this deck was doing actually felt super reasonable. Like, notably, the big thing that starts me, I've not played Heimer Vi on stream before. Notably, the Sump Dredger and Get Excited being paired with Gift Giver, Mountain Goat, and Spring Guardian felt really, really good. I think from a metagame perspective, Get Excited is a uniquely powerful, well-positioned card right now. Dealing 3 damage kills Draven, it kills Ezreal, it kills Elise, it kills Kalista. Like, all of these are champions that are very, very commonplace. So being able to Fiora, yeah, being able to play Misfortune, like being able to play this card with these other cards that incidentally generates you things that you don't mind discarding a lot of the time, I think felt super, super reasonable. Yeah, as for what else I would slot in here, like, so like, after playing this, and I say this with, I haven't played Heimer Vi before, my gut instinct for what I would do with this deck offhand is probably cut the Bastions, because they were largely there as a targeting enabler for Taric. I'd go up a Spring Guardian, up a Get Excited, and honestly, I think I'd probably just play Vi as the other champion. I think that seems super reasonable. And there's one slot left, but those are the cards that felt good that I'd like that I would play more of to round out playsets with. You could play Ezreal. Ezreal's a card that has the upside of being good with Tri-Beam Improbolator, but Vi's also another card that's like pretty good with with like your gem producers and stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, when Taric pops off, he, like, fully pops off. And like I said, I corrected myself. I don't think saying Taric's not powerful is the right conclusion on him. I think saying he's not flexible enough is the right critique of him. It's just like, what he does is very narrow and specific. And when that narrow, specific thing, all the pieces fall in together and everything lines up well, it's great and powerful, but the games where what he does is good tend to be kind of few and far between, and I think that means he's just not good enough on average a lot of the time. Let's round out one extra hush in there. We died to elusives at one point. Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly, Ron. You got, yeah, that would probably be the last slot. I would round out a hush there, I think. Seems pretty reasonable. All right, so both these first couple decks we played today had some middling performances, so I like to stream for at least 3 hours. We've only been going for 2. Let's play a third Runeterra deck, shall we? Let's take a peek at the stream queue and see what we've got. What's after Taric Heimer? Oh, we have Dark Dragons is the next deck in the queue. That's exciting. I want to play some Dark Dragons.